Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, and welcome to Sidejag, the show where, well, staying on point, as I say, just ain't the point. Tonight we're going to talk about, for a couple minutes at least, the movie The Flash.
The
But before we
Flash.
do that, what's new and exciting, Mr. Vega? Oh, where did you guys go? You guys went to some, like, concert
Peacemaker.
in the highway or some stuff
Yeah,
like
it was
that.
it was down by the river, so they have it every year. It's the Peacemaker. It's a
Yeah.
2-day event. They do. It's a big country western. Well, dude, it was stupid. I should have posted. I took a picture of my arm. How sweaty it was. 20 minutes of being there, and
Yeah.
once you go, you can't get back in. So if you go in and leave, you can't get back in. Didn't bother us because none of the I only didn't want to see any of them except for one band. So we went for the one band, died for an hour and a half, sweating while we watched them, and then we left.
Who'd you go to see?
Muscadine Bloodline.
Let's what, slow it down. Say it one more time.
Muscadine Bloodline.
What kind of music is that?
Country. It's country. It's country. It's kind of like an independent country. They're not really like huge yet.
I mean, with a name like that, I really don't think they're ever going to make it big.
Yeah.
I mean, that just doesn't scream album sales.
Right.
You know,
And they do sing some like super I think one of their songs is called Evan Rudin, like the boat motor.
like the what?
Boat motor, Evan Rude.
Oh, Evan Rude.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, Jesus. Are you serious? Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, but they have a couple good songs and I like them, and Cassie really she loves the band. So
How did
we
you guys find them? Like, it just
we I think we
weird.
found them. They play on country music around here.
Oh, okay.
So they're from like Mobile, Alabama. So they come in they concert or they
Yeah.
tour in this area often, somewhere
Right.
within this area. So we'd been to their concert. I got matter of fact, I think no, it's not in here. I do have a hat, like a
Oh,
Muscadine Bloodline hat, and so yeah, they're pretty cool band. If you're in the country, if you don't like country, you certainly would not like them.
oh yeah. I could almost guarantee you.
But they did cover Adam's song, which I didn't know they done the Blink 182 song.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. Not a Blink fan either, so it's
yeah,
all good. No, I will say this. So Imagine Dragons, which I knew absolutely nothing about, like, other than they made a couple commercials for people,
yeah,
and and it was like it's one of those bands to me that was like, I should probably look into this band. Like, it seems to me like they have a pretty deep catalog. It's almost like a Nickelback that everybody likes.
yeah. You
You know
can't
what I
have
mean?
that,
It's like they have this catalog, and it's like Nickelback. There's a million songs that like, oh, we hate Nickelback, really,
they
because
had
like,
tons of hits.
yeah, it's amazing how they've done so well for everyone
Right.
hating them. So anyways, I was like, it was just one of those things. I assigned myself homework, and one night I was going through and I saw that Hulu had a concert, Imagine Dragon concert. Because turns out they're from Vegas. And so they went back to Vegas to do a big concert. And I was like, all right, well, what better way to introduce yourself to the band than to see this giant concerts that they, um, eh, and I was like, okay, cool. So I watched it and I was like, damn, this is like, he was like, I know that song. I've heard that song. I know that song. I was like, wow, and it was, what was cool about the concert is that they shot it like a concert, but then they also had, there was little behind the scenes snippets, and then there was some like personal interviews. So like, during a concert where there's breaks and scheduled stuff where, it all seemed, as a viewer, it's all just natural, but some of the downtime shit, they would put in these little interviews with the band members.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it was like, oh wow, this is pretty cool. So you're getting the music, and then you're also getting some of the backstories.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh wow, they won me over. Because they made it like a concert / documentary, and I was just like, oh man.
I
So
watched one like that not too long ago, and I think it was Led Zeppelin,
okay,
or it might have been The Who, where they made it. They're like one big venue that everyone knows them for.
Yeah.
They play all the song. They tell this documentary like what happened. Then they'll play this song. This when they come up with this song. This they done this. They come up with this song, and it's all leading up to that big concert at the end that they play at that venue. And it was pretty cool. Even though I can't remember who the band was.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
not even important at that point.
Yeah.
But I really, it was like, wow, this is, I enjoyed it. I thought I would watch like 30 minutes of it because that was the plan. Was I just need like 30 minutes of video to watch or of something to watch, and I was going to go to bed.
Yeah.
And then I just ended up sitting there watching the 2-hour concert.
Yeah.
You know, and the whole time I watched them, going, I didn't really have like because it was late, and I was like, man, I don't even really have this like turned up or anything. I'm just like, just quietly enjoying the music.
That's the one thing about Cassie is like she don't give a crap about car audio, which is fine. She often doesn't care about the music I like either, which is fine. But she will listen to any band or musician live.
Really?
I tell her like, yeah, so and so's live. She doesn't know a song they sing. She will sit there, and she loves live music. She will listen to anything live.
See, I hate live music. Okay, let me rephrase. I hate going to live music because the thought of standing there in the heat or the thought of like, I remember a couple of the early concerts, like, because the girls like country and I don't, just on principle. And, you know, Sue wanted to go to see Kenny Chesney because she's a big Kenny Chesney fan. So I think I've been to 2 of his concerts, and the mixing in one of them, like one of the first ones we went to, was so bad. And I'm just sitting there going,
I hate that, dude.
Who's enjoying this?
As like this is a total separate side jag because as an audio person, there's a few venues here that we talked about in another show, boosted mids. That's exactly what they're doing, and it's like it's grating.
Yeah. Oh, it's terrible. And so in our hockey arena was where we went and saw, and the sound there was just absolutely atrocious.
Yeah.
And a buddy of mine actually is in charge of all that shit. And I said to him, I said, because I never went back, and I said, hey, you know, I said, what is wrong with the audio at your place? He goes, oh yeah, it was terrible. I go, was? He goes, oh yeah. He goes, that was one of the first things that, you know, I did when we got back, is we did a huge audio upgrade because it just sounded like shit. And I said, okay, all right, well I'll try it again. And so when we did go back to see Kiss, I was like, oh yeah, this is
a lot better.
It's perfect. It was like, it sounded like a radio. It was good. You could hear all the fucking words. It wasn't like,
that's what they do. You can't hear the damn words. It's like the drums are too loud, the bass is too loud, whatever.
The mix was really good. And then the other thing that irritated me was when we go to hockey, the white balance was off on the monitor. And I was like, dude, okay, I can't be the only one here, but the arena ice has to match.
Was it pink? Was it pink? Which way did it lean? What color?
It was sepia. There was more sepia in the, you know, they had the color wrong.
Yeah.
The color temperature was off. And so I was like, you don't understand how much you need to fix that, because I want to hurt you right now, because I can't go to your game because my mind goes to bad places because the white balance is off. It doesn't match. And he just kind of looked at me like, huh. So they fixed it because no one had thought about it. They just, it was like, it's just a big TV, but you know, and then he went and looked at it and he was like, oh shit. Yeah, this looks really bad, you know?
It's like getting a TV. You know, a lot of people get their TV from wherever, Best Buy. They'll just bring it, they'll hook it up, turn it on. It's good to go. They got it in the one that gets me the worst is the fluid motion.
Oh.
Where it looks like real life.
Yeah.
Hate that. And then they leave it on vivid mode from the store, like the display mode.
Yeah.
And it's like, and then the HDR is cranked up to the max, and I don't like it.
My TV never looks anywhere near like the store. I look at the store, I go, wow, that looks really good. I get it home, I go, wow, that looks like shit.
Yeah.
What did I pay all this money for? This looks like crap. I don't
know. When I recently, you know, I haven't bought a TV in 10 years. until I got a new TV. And even then, Cassie's like, "Well, what's wrong with this other one?" It's like, I mean, nothing's wrong with it. It's just I'd like to have a 4K TV.
I saw this. We went to this furniture store this past weekend, or the last weekend, and they had this. I don't know, it was just a Samsung or an LG, and it was an eighth of an inch thin.
Yeah,
And the color on this thing was so fucking amazing. And I'm just looking at it, and Haley's laughing. She goes, "Well, it's got good blacks," because that's what you always say, black to black.
yeah.
And oh my god, this. And she goes, "Dude, who cares? Like, there's nothing that looks like this on TV." And I'm just looking at her like, "Wow, you're just like the biggest killjoy on the planet. Like, shut the fuck up. Like, let me just enjoy it. Like, let me just marvel at the science behind something that's an eighth of an inch and is putting the most vivid color out that I've ever seen. Like this is mind-boggling, you know."
Like when HD TVs come out and everyone was watching the only things that were in HD were nature documentaries.
Oh yeah, dude, I
Everyone just
watched
watched
that shit. Yeah, we watched so much stupid shit about Alaska and all that crap. Like it was like, yeah, thank God for Discovery Channel. Yeah.
Exactly. They cared about. I think everybody does. Like when you first get a system, you're like, okay, who cares what I like to listen to? Let's listen to whatever has the most bass or whatever part of your system you enjoy the most.
Yeah, that's the guy that goes, "Look what kind of music you listen to. I listen to this, and this." And then the first song he plays is some, old school hip hop tech master bassy bass shit. And you look at him, I go, "Whoa, time!" And I always go, "Whoa, time out. Time out. What is this?" He goes, "Oh, I want to hear the bass." I said, "Listen, dude, this isn't what you wanted. This isn't what you're gonna listen to. Let's not play this. Let's play your music and listen to the bass."
Exactly.
Because we didn't set it up for this. We set it up for these 5 other things that you asked us about. Well, you no, you can play hip hop, sure, but not like crank the knob up and go crazy, because it's not set up for that. You got to dial that down a little bit. It's like, every now and then, yes, they do play Beastie Boys on the Rock Channel, and you can jam out to it, but dial the subwoofer down just a touch.
That's the best thing about only doing your own builds.
Whatever.
you never have to worry about it.
It's great to find a band that nobody likes, so the tickets are only like $15. Oh, hey, that's true. That's true. If you're in the live, if you want to ruin a Friday night for me, take me to a place that has a fucking band playing while I'm trying to eat dinner.
Dude. That is a pet peeve for me too. Unless I'm going to see the band, especially I don't like going to someone will want to go to a bar with loud ass, even if it's not a band, they're just playing the music loud as hell.
It's crazy loud shit.
Like I thought we can't even talk. I can't understand what you're saying. You can't understand what I'm saying.
No, it sucks so bad.
Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah, I know. And that, and that was, yes, I have the same problem. And it's like trying to find that mix between how important is the band / how important is the conversation I'm having with you. Because to me, it's like, we're here to talk. Can these guys shut the fuck up?
Exactly.
We go to this British restaurant for fish and chips, and every now and then they'll have like the 100-year-old people there doing karaoke.
Yeah.
And it's just hilarious. But at least it's at a they can't get their voice that loud. So it's like
volume.
Yeah, it's like the appropriate volume. We can giggle and talk, and it's like if you're 5 feet away from them, you're in the safe zone. It's pretty nice. Like, it's pretty good.
Did I tell you my karaoke story for my friend at work in Kansas City? So we were in Kansas City last night before the last class. Hey, we all had dinner together. Let's go to karaoke bar. A bunch of us. I'm like, yeah, I'll go to a karaoke bar, sure. Well, my buddy from work, he's 6'8", about 400 pounds. Dude is huge. He's a giant.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
He matter of fact, he looks a lot like the guy from Harry Potter, so I do call him Hagrid quite often.
Oh,
so perfect. He's Hagrid. You just imagine that, and that's what he is.
Yeah, okay.
Well, the dude has some pipes on him. Like we have a big building that's really reverberant, and if he wails in there, dude, it is insane. So we go. Nobody knows this about him but me. We go up there, and it's karaoke. He's like, I'm gonna sing. What the hell's it called? I'll think of this song later.
Yeah.
But anyways, he gets up there, and he's going in, and people are shocked that he has a good voice. and then it goes into the upper register where he's like getting loud. He almost blew their damn speaker.
Really? Oh, and then we lost Hi-Fi.
Yeah, they cut it down after the yell because
Wow.
he was yelling so bad. And I think it was like Warrant. I'm gonna look it up.
Holy crap.
But yeah, he about blew the place down, and people were just going nuts. So
Did he win anything for being awesome?
no.
No.
It just made everyone that went after him look bad.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm not doing any karaoke. I can tell you that right now.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah.
No, I'm there as a witness. Like I want to see what happens.
And it's not that it's even embarrassing. I can't sing, and I sure as hell can't sing while I'm reading something in front of me.
Yeah,
You know, like that's not going to happen. I mean, I can do commentary. You know,
Yeah.
like I can read commentary, but I can't carry a tune to save my ass.
no.
As Haley will be more than happy to tell you. You know. Speaking of carrying your ass, let's talk about this Flash. The Flash.
Well,
So go ahead, lay it on me. What were your takeaways?
I actually liked it.
Okay.
I thought it was fun. Like none of the stuff that pays off there was earned. Right. So they're just popping shit up. Like none of this was set up. And if you can swallow all of that, and you're like, okay, somehow they establish this. I thought it was kind of cool to see the multiverse and their own multiverse and the different Batmans and the Supergirl, who is actually not Supergirl, but she's like the protector.
Yeah.
So I thought that was kind of cool, and I had fun, and it kind of kept me on the edge. Like, oh, I mean, who are they going to pop up next?
Yeah. So Michael Keaton, my thoughts were Michael Keaton did a great job.
Yeah.
Like I really enjoyed. If nothing else came from this, I really enjoyed seeing what what Michael Keaton's Batman character of my youth turned into, and that was fun. That was fun to see that guy again and revisit that, and in the end him be like, yeah, this I'm glad you guys came. And young Barry was a douchebag.
Oh yeah, of course.
It was just funny to know, in there again, I guess the moral of the story is heartache is hard, and it hardens you, and it makes the whatever life brings you is what gets you to this point. So you can't change any of it, no matter how hard you try. You just can't change it. So you just have to learn to live with it. And anytime you change even the smallest thing, at the end of it, when what's his name, Dr. Sexy came out of as Bruce Wayne, I was like, oh, that's so cool. Like, obviously we weren't going to get Val Kilmer because
he can't talk. I mean, he did in his one speaking scene for Top Gun Maverick, and that was it.
Yeah. He would not make a good Batman at all. And the CG version of him would just look terrible, because I mean, like the CD Nicolas Cage as Superman,
dude. That was one I was like, just because I meant to look up what everyone hated about this movie, because I know a lot of people hated it. But just the payoff, knowing that Nick Cage was supposed to be Superman, and they like paid it off in there.
Yeah,
I actually love that.
I thought it was cute too. Yeah. No, I liked how they came up with their idea of how the multiverse would work.
Right.
I thought it was kind of weird how like he was able to stop time and just like, I'm like, wait a minute, you had to go so fast to get there, and then you're there and you just kind of like stop. How does that work? Like that was the one, but there again, we're time traveling, so the suspension of disbelief is there, and it really doesn't matter. I did like Supergirl, or whatever she was. I thought that was a good character. I really hope they move forward with her in some capacity, because I thought she did a good job. Um, you know, my biggest like I enjoyed the movie. For the most part, I
Yeah,
just hated the Barry character, the young Barry.
yeah.
I thought he
His only good scene was where he was like, "Oh shit, you're solar powered."
yeah, yeah, exactly.
That was his only good scene.
Yeah, you know, and it was fitting that like he was the bad guy in the end. He
Yeah,
was the the bad guy that just it was like establishing the nexus points where it's like these, no matter how hard you try, like they even did that in the MCU.
yeah.
It's like they did a Doctor Strange point. It was like this accident, the car accident, that was a point that could never be
Inevitable.
changed.
Yeah,
And it's like you could do whatever you want, but these are other things can change here and there, but these are nexus points that cannot be changed. And she and Batman were gonna die.
yeah,
There's nothing you could do about it. You know,
yeah.
and
On that planet, at
yeah,
that specific, they were gonna die. That's just how it went. Yeah,
yeah. So it was interesting. I kind of enjoyed it. Um, it's but so the reward is that it's like every other DC movie though.
yeah. It's a one-off. It's I assume all of this is getting reset. That's the downside. The downside is none of it was earned.
Right.
So they're just showing you stuff as if they done something to earn you showing all this stuff.
Right. Yeah.
And in most of it, they may take Superwoman or Supergirl over
Right.
or something else. But I assume from this point, it just kind of that was that
Yeah.
movie and it's done.
Yeah. But the thing, it's like I don't even think it was a good story.
No, no, it
Like
really wasn't. No,
it was a stupid story, and
yeah,
that was the thing. It was like, wait, we could do anything we wanted, and that's really what we came up with.
yeah,
Like we could have done anything to get into the multiverse to bring Michael Keaton back, and a different Flash or multiple Flashes, and like it's just to me that was the disappointing part. That was
yeah.
it.
That was
When he lost it.
their that was their version of Spider-Man. I feel
Yes.
Spider-Man did it so much better
Oh,
to bring
hands
those
down.
people. And this was like the Wish.com version of that.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Well, and there again, the kid that plays Spider Man just kills it compared to
Yeah.
like yeah.
Yeah, just the main Barry guy, he's not great as the Flash.
No, he's
Yeah.
not no. I mean, yeah. But that's just DC. DC just like
Yeah.
where's the mark? Yeah, we're never gonna hit that. No, let's just do something else.
Right. One, I know the guy that plays Flash. He's one of the people that kind of got Me Too'd. So there
Oh
was
yeah.
when I was looking up, there was some controversy with I don't know exactly what it was, but he was involved in some kind of sexual
Oh yeah.
assault
Yeah.
type thing. Yeah.
Isn't everybody? I mean,
I apparently not us, but
good
who
grief.
knows? It might pop
Yeah.
up later.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Dean
Oh,
pinched
wow.
my butt at
Yep.
College Fest.
Yep. Totally. Give me a high five. Good game. Good
Yeah.
game, coach. Everyone got good games by Dean.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, to me, it was like, okay, so I enjoyed it. It was a popcorn movie. It was a DC like we've always seen. But the reality is that the story was weak. The
Yeah.
characters, like other than Michael Keaton, like Wonder Woman showing up, I thought was stupid.
That was stupid. Yeah, that was
The
stupid.
whole baby falling out of the building thing was dumb.
Yeah, that was stupid.
It was like,
The only good thing from Wonder Woman was the lasso of truth.
yeah,
And the Ben Affleck Batman just plainly admitting what he was.
yeah,
And I was like, okay, that's cool. But
yeah.
the rest
And Barry's like, I know of sex, but I've never had it.
yeah.
And I'm like,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. So, but yeah. So, is it worth watching? Would you watch? I mean,
I'm not going to watch it again.
Oh no! I rented it. I didn't buy it.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
I was like,
I had a good time with it. If you're going in just for a good time,
yes,
I would say go ahead and watch it. But if you expect something from this movie meaningful, do not watch it.
no.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, for me, I think the big payoff was just seeing Michael Keaton as Batman again.
Yeah, that was cool.
Like, I could watch that part of it again, and just that, and be like, I'm totally cool.
And
Like,
I mean, he was still a badass in this one.
yeah, he was, and that
Yeah.
was the cool part. Like
Yeah.
his portion of the movie was all I cared about. Like at the
Yeah.
end of the day, I was like, that was the best part. You know, his 45 minutes of screen time.
Yeah.
That's all that. Honestly, that's the only part of it worth watching. And if you think about it, you really don't even need to watch the beginning. There's no setup that is required.
No, they're just plugging stuff in.
Yeah, it's like you could just watch that portion of it and be like, oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
You know, what? Yeah.
Who was Nipple Batman? Nipple Suit Batman?
I thought that was Val Kilmer.
Was that Val Kilmer?
I think so.
I know it was the Tim Burton.
That was Val Kilmer then, because
So
Tim Burton.
Okay.
So after, yeah, because he was still doing. Because the Val Kilmer Batman is the worst.
Yeah.
Like that, I saw that the other day. I started watching. I'm like, what the hell is this?
Who was his bad guy?
I don't remember.
Was it Mr. Freeze?
That was Arnold Schwarzenegger. So probably not. I don't remember. I don't remember who George Clooney went after.
It might have been the Riddler. George Clooney might have been the Riddler, his bad guy. I can't. It's hard to remember. I mean, I feel like the '89 Batman's the best.
Yeah, the one with the Joker.
Yeah.
The original Michael Keaton. Yeah. You know, and that's the thing. It would have been really cool. Like that was the thing about Batman that just has always sucked. It's like in those movies, it was we were just getting superhero movies. We didn't know how to make a superhero movie that made sense.
Yeah.
And we give him to Tim Burton, who just makes kooky movies anyways. And he actually did a really good job of mixing kookiness with a movie that is a superhero movie. So, you know, we got this stranger than life, not great, but pretty damn good movie. But now all the superhero movies are like, what if it was real life?
Yeah.
Well, what if it wasn't? Because it's not.
It's not.
Yeah. Can we add just a little level of fuck it, it's fake? You know?
Did we reviewed Robert Pattinson Batman, right?
Yeah.
I actually like that one, even though it's grounded and I like that one better than the Justice League. Well,
no, it was good. It was good. It was a good take on Batman because there again, if we have to make a real Batman, at least that's what we're getting is a real Batman. I don't think anybody has done a good job of making the detective movie yet, though.
No.
You know, and I think that's kind of what we really should have is like if I was going to make a Batman movie, I'd make the detective movie. I'd make him the smartest guy in the room like he's supposed to, like he actually is.
Yeah.
You know, instead of just kicking ass and taking names.
And dude, you would love. Too bad they didn't make. There's a game. I can't remember. It's a Batman game where it's mostly detective stuff.
Yeah.
And it is Rocksteady produced it, but it is really good. Like if they made a movie of that, it would be awesome. I think it's Arkham Asylum, actually. I think it's Arkham
nice.
Asylum. So you're in Arkham Asylum, finding the Joker, doing all this stuff.
Yeah, I think we need that, but we'll never get it. So
yeah, and they leaned more detective in the Robert Pattinson Batman, than before. And if they leaned into that harder, I don't think it'd be a bad thing.
No,
because he was getting his ass kicked too here and there. You know, he wasn't.
Well, he was also younger, so he hadn't figured out. You know, he hadn't become. And that was the thing, like with Michael Keaton in this one was like, dude, he had an answer for everything.
Yeah.
Like, and he should because he's older now. He that's what I wanted to see. Like they didn't fuck that up because it's like, dude, he's 60 years old. He's been doing this a really long time. He's been hit by just about everything that the world has to offer. There shouldn't be anything that he can't deal with.
Yeah.
And they gave us that at least.
And he's
Where it
always
was
been the
like,
smartest guy in the room, always.
yeah. And they let him be that. And there
Right,
was
yeah.
no, the only reservations they had was he was like, I'm just old. I really don't need to do this anymore,
Yeah.
and which is understandable. His reservation was, I'm just old,
Yeah.
and I don't think I can do this anymore. And then it was like, you sure? And he's like, man, and him, that was the cool thing about him dying was like, thank you.
Yeah.
This, I got to go out as a warrior,
Right.
instead of just dying as a hermit in my castle.
With one flip flop. Yeah.
Yeah. With one flip flop. That was the one good thing that they did was when when his explanation for time travel, like, because he said it so nonchalantly, like he's already thought so much about it and done so much research and just like knew this is how it works, and it was like, that's Batman, that's Batman,
Yeah.
that is Batman. Batman is, I'm gonna punch you in the face,
Batman's always like Marvel's version is Iron Man, which
Yes.
is on a scale of 1 to 10. Batman's a 10. Iron Man to me is like a 3 at best.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, he's still kind of the same thing, but he's always been a jerk. Yeah, he's smart, but
no, he's always been the rich. Listen, Robert Downey Jr. did an amazing job
Yeah.
of really showing us Iron Man and taking Iron Man from that guy to what we got in the end, to where we got to see this evolution of the character, and in the end, we all were so sad of the sacrifice, but we all understood it.
Yeah.
And we were okay with it, and yeah, that was a big that one still gets me when I watch it. I'm still like, man, that was just such a good.
So they earned that one. That was
Yeah.
over a
Yeah.
decade of movies and building up to that, where like DC is trying to just give you that in one movie. They wanted to start the movie, they give you a little bit of story at the end of the movie. They want that same payoff, and it's not.
Yeah, it's like, it's not yours. You don't get it.
Yeah.
So, all right, there you go. We actually talked about a movie for more than 5 minutes. Bonus. What else you been watching?
I have been watching The Witcher.
Very good.
The second, I haven't finished it. I'm one episode away from finishing. So there's 3 episodes that released.
Yes, I watched them all.
And I watched 2 of them. I'm trying to think where it ended.
The Witcher getting his ass kicked.
The Witcher got his ass kicked. He's healing. Yeah, I think that may be it. That end of the
She's
second.
in the desert.
She's in the desert with her own mind.
Yeah.
And that's where we are at the end of the second release of the episodes.
So I've watched them all, and I've had some time to think about it. And after the thrill of like the last episode you're gonna watch, you're gonna get your last paycheck.
Yeah.
For watching, and it's a good one. There's no doubt it's a good one for sure. But my biggest complaint with The Witcher is, well, there was no actual real story or payoff in this series anymore, because like we had the scary characters of the lady with no mouth that can't talk, and her fire wielding brother. Like they built them up to be something incredible, and then literally the guy gets his head whacked off in a second, and Yennefer just goes like this to her, and she and then she's dead.
Basically forgot about him.
Yeah, and it was like, oh, you're still in the room? Die. And it was like, whoa, hold on. Like, these were scary. Like, they made these people out to be like, and then they literally just wrote them out of the script and like turned the page. I'm dead.
The whole part I was getting from is, which seems obvious this doesn't happen, that there's a big bad that they work for, and that's the guy you should be scared of.
Right. But they killed them off so quick. It was just so stupid.
Red herrings, basically.
Yeah, and it was like, ow, that's pretty stuck.
Listen, you're not the only one. I get stuck on YouTube watching.
Oh yeah, me too. Yeah. I watch guys build log cabins in the
Yeah.
dirt. So, it's just what it is. It's so, and then like some of the characters that they have in this episode, like they spent so much time on the singer guy, little romance.
Yeah.
It was like, why?
And even at the even in the second episode, it's like, okay, this was all for naught, or
Yeah.
nothing.
There was nothing there. So, and here's the other part. If you think about it, like, what Witcher shit did he actually do? They killed the sea monster,
Yeah.
and then they killed the thing inside of the maze.
Yeah. And
That was
Siri,
it.
that's all he did. And Siri killed one.
Yeah, she killed the thing in the maze.
Yeah. Well, she
You
killed
know?
the thing in the desert too.
Oh, well, yeah, but there again, it's Witcher stuff.
Yeah.
She killed more monsters than he did, which doesn't make any sense because, like, there was no, like, he killed the girls that were all manipulated and weird shit,
Well,
But
he had his
never.
ass whipped so easily that I hope that pays off with something in the last episode, because that was just like,
What?
dude wasn't even trying.
Who?
The guy with the cane, the guy that betrayed the witches.
Oh no, you're gonna be disappointed.
Yeah, I had a feeling because it was just like it was not even a fight.
Oh no, and that was the thing that didn't make any sense because I was
Right.
like, wait a minute. So he's literally kicked so many people's asses, and this guy's just gonna come in and just whip his ass like that.
And if this dude was so tough the whole time, like where's he been? Like,
yeah. Yeah. Oh, nice. Sumo wrestling. There you go. Yeah, that whole fight pissed me off because I was like, it didn't make any sense. It didn't.
Not with everything we've seen up to this point. He should have. Now he could lose the fight.
Oh yes,
but not like that.
No, not get your ass handed to you with a broken leg and snap back,
and he could have killed him easily if he wanted to.
Yeah,
he just didn't.
Right. In hindsight, the series kind of disappointed me.
Yeah.
And then what you'll get to see this next episode, you're going to get rewarded. They're going to have the payoff at the end, but it's not the payoff that you're hoping for. That's going to send, Cavill off to, oh well, the Cavill 3 seasons of Cavill were great. It's like no, we're back to episode 1.
So they really did pull off a Game of Thrones, is what you're saying.
They did it well.
The last season.
Yeah, and they did a real shitty version of it. Yeah.
You're gonna get a payoff, like in the last season of Game of Thrones. You got a payoff, and you got rewarded if you wanted to see this, but nobody wanted to see it the way it happened.
Yeah, it just exactly, and you're not like you don't feel good about it. You get and then you're just like, oh wait a minute, that's like the last.
And then you get Bran saying, "Oh well, why didn't you take it, Bran? I mean, I came all this way." But like, dude, Bran, you had all these powers. You're the most powerful person ever. Yeah. You did nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was I'm still salty about that.
Yeah.
I'll probably be salty after this too. But I'll enjoy the ride and think about it later.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny. I just who knows what the next guy will do, but you can almost see now why he left, because it really when you get past the sparkle, there's nothing there.
Yeah,
there's really nothing there compared to where it was in the first season, part of the second season, but this whole third season has just been.
Do they introduce that Hemsworth brother, or is that just coming next season?
No, because supposedly what they're gonna do is they're gonna season 1 was good.
I thought season 2 was better.
I thought season 2 was better too, because it was easier to understand. But I liked what we got accomplished in season 1. It just really was good. Like you got to see who the Witcher was, and there was actually he did shit. So it was trying to follow the timeline was ridiculous. So as far as like establishing characters, season 1 did an amazing job at that. Like the backstory, the richness of the story. Like season 1 for sure had the better stories, and season 2 just kind of like was like a really basic version of like, oh, we have everyone in the same room, let's just move forward. And then season 3 was like, well, how can we fuck all this up? You know, it's like, oh, okay, yeah, mission accomplished, Space Ranger. Yeah, so hey, we'll get the Hemsworth in there. We'll see if they can figure out the story to make some sense of it, and then we'll go from there. But
yeah,
I'm kind of happy it's over. I mean, it took a year and a half to get to this point, and it's like, wasn't worth the wait. Wasn't worth the payoff.
Yeah, and these episodes up to this point, they've only had me. I've bought in because of the story, but I'm not getting any payoff. Like only because I just want to see like what's going to happen. They're obviously building up to something, but you had 8 episodes. You've just been there's been nothing. You've just been building, and then it's like nothing.
And they do not. You do not get 8 episodes worth of payoff at the end of this.
Yeah.
Oh God, no. All they do is wrap up some of the stuff. So it's like it's going to be a year and a half. So we're going to wrap up some of this and pose new questions.
Yeah.
But then there's there's a big fight sequence, 2 actually, and those are great. But then they Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid the bitch. So it's like, okay. So I've been watching Lower Deck.
Oh, okay. The Star Wars, Star Trek.
Yeah. Fuck. Because they everyone on here was like, Lower Deck. You gotta watch it. You gotta watch it. Damn, they were right. You do have to watch it. It was really good.
Really?
Yeah. I thought there was only season 1. I didn't realize there's 3 seasons.
Wow.
So I got done with season 1. I was like, oh my God, there's another 20 of these. Oh shit. But no, it's actually honestly, they do stuff with like it's not for kids at all, and they do stuff. They make fun of the regular Star Trek shit in it most of the time, and it's hilarious. Like it really, they did a good job. It's really good. I enjoyed it. And then of course I watched the other. So I watched the end of. Did you watch the end of Secret Wars with Nick Fury?
I never watched one episode of Secret Wars yet.
Okay, well, it's over.
Yeah, was it worth it?
No, God no. We got no payoff in the end. There's nothing there. There's nothing there. There is so little story there that they could have just skipped it, and I think we would have been in the same place.
Yeah.
Like this is, and the fucked up thing is this is the big setup for the next thing.
Is it for the Marvels?
Yeah.
Is that the next one that's coming out?
Yeah.
Did you watch Ms. Marvel?
I tried very hard.
I watched like 3 episodes and I was like, I mean, it's kind of for, I felt like it was for kids.
I don't know what it was for, but I couldn't get through it.
Yeah. It's I'm curious to see because I did like what was it? No, it wasn't Miss Marvel.
Captain Marvel.
I kind of like that one.
I enjoyed that one
when they went to the Hades and all that stuff.
I froze my butt off watching that on the ship. Outside. Me and the one guy till 1 o'clock in the morning. We were watching Captain Marvel, and I was like,
and the other one was her co-pilot. Stop. Right? The other Marvel is her co-pilot's daughter.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So that's the 3.
So she comes from WandaVision.
Right. Which I remember that one.
Yeah.
So I figure I'll go see it. I don't have high hopes for it, but
I don't know if I'll go see it. I mean, I gotta be honest with you.
Yeah.
So, Barbie, and then I was like, maybe I'll go see Oppenheimer, and then I found out who the director was.
Yeah, I still haven't watched Oppenheimer. I don't know if I will.
It's Christopher Nolan.
Yeah,
that's a no. I will not watch it ever. That movie doesn't exist in my world because I cannot watch a movie by Christopher Nolan.
Yeah,
he is the worst director on the face of the earth. visually stunning,
Yeah.
tries to tell a story, and then he puts his creativity in it and totally screws it up.
Yeah.
It's like, nope, can't
The
do it.
World War II one, Dunkirk, that one was terrible, man. I couldn't make it all the way through it. I tried.
They're all terrible. All three Batman are terrible. Inception starts out great, and then they don't pay it off at the end. Freaking the stupid movie we watched where it spells the same things backwards and forward, where they run backwards in time, and we watched that's Tenet.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That was so bad.
I put that one out of memory too.
I tried so hard to figure that movie out and learn to like it, and I can't get behind Christopher Nolan, man. The guy just sucks as a director. And then I found, and I was like, because I was like, I should probably see if this movie's any good, and and then they start, well, Christopher Nolan, did this, and I was like, oh, sorry, maybe I'll go see Barbie. Yeah, so Oppenheimer is one of the best Chris Nolan movies I've ever seen. It didn't have the awful audio mix like the rest of his movies. It's not the audio that sucks. It's everything else. Like the storyline sucks. And yeah, I don't know, man. I can't. I'm tired of being disappointed.
I'm tired of being tired.
Tired of being disappointed by this dumb shit. So what movie we should watch?
What?
Because I think it's on Netflix. Is the guy that plays Kylo Ren?
Mm-hmm.
It's like 63 BC or whatever hell it is. The one where he's on a spaceship and it crashes with the little girl that doesn't speak English.
I think I've seen something about it.
And like they got like dinosaurs and shit. I can't think of what the name of the movie is, but it's on Netflix right now. I just saw it the other day.
Let me see.
I was like, ooh, a free one.
Netflix, Kylo Ren. What's that guy's name?
I don't remember.
Netflix. Ren.
Oh, it's 65.
65. That is it.
Yeah. It's either that or they cloned whatever the hell they cloned Tyrone.
That's got good ratings. I don't know.
I mean, I feel we should watch that one. I just can't watch it yet.
Yeah, you're not ready yet.
I'm not ready for how they clone Tyrone.
Yeah. I'll watch 65. I mean, we spent $40 in the past 2 weeks on.
Yeah. We need a free one.
Forgettable.
Yeah. I definitely agree. The Dark Knight being in, and it just got worse. Yeah. He sucks.
So I watched a movie. We were gonna watch Warrior. I was like, let's watch a movie real quick. We watched Sonic the Hedgehog 2.
Oh, how was that?
It sucked, but
okay,
because I like the first one. As
I thought it sucked, but okay.
It was like funny.
Yeah,
and it was like, okay, this is a cool take on.
Yeah, it's a kids movie
on it. This one's way worse. This one is way worse, and that's all I can say about it. It wasn't that great. Oh, Bailey. Matt wanted to go to Dallas, so that they shot that on special film. It's like a giant roll of film, and there's only like 20 movie theaters in the country that can show that. He wanted to show it on that specific film.
Yeah.
He wanted to drive down. I was like, ooh, I don't know if I want to. That's a long way for a Dunkirk performance.
See, I didn't think Heath Ledger's performance as the Joker was outstanding. It did nothing for me. Yeah, I didn't really. I think just because you're crazy doesn't make it a good.
Yeah, he was like unhinged.
Yeah. I don't really. Jack Nicholson really killed it as the Joker. So, because I mean, if you've watched any of the Joker's like comic cartoons, like he's unhinged for sure, but he's not that unhinged. Like it's a different character that Heath Ledger I don't think got right. But there again, it was Nolan's, like, but that's okay. I mean, he did a good crazy person. But I think, and that's what we keep doing the Joker as this crazy person, and it's like he's not really a crazy person. He's, I mean, there's intelligence there. It's just
yeah.
I don't know. So
I like,
yes, the Mark Hamill Joker is the best for sure, and that's
I like the two. I like the first two. I wouldn't say they're the greatest movies, but the third Batman trilogy, Nolan, I just hated. I like that, and I liked Inception, and I think that's where the Christopher Nolan movies that I liked in. None of the rest I liked at all.
I finally got to see Inception, and then at the end, I was like, "All right, so what do you mean? What do you mean? I just watched this movie, and they're not giving me a definitive ending?"
Yeah, for nothing. That part did suck. Yeah.
No, and so to me, I can't. I need it. I need an out. I need an ending. You need to end this, because I'm not going to think about it past that. I don't want to. I don't want to leave your movie going, But no, because there's no part 2.
Yeah.
There's fuck that. That's I don't have time to waste on your
That one was so open too. Usually they'll, like, if they're doing an ending like that, they'll shoot it in a way like The Sopranos did, where one person can argue it this way and be logical, one person can argue it this way and be logical. That one, it's like nobody knew.
Yeah, and I watched it, and I had to go spend like an hour
doing some research.
Yeah, and it was just like, and it was like, fuck this.
Yeah.
This is stupid. Screw that. Give me an ending or don't give me an ending. Oh, it's so dumb. Oh God. Yeah, just screw you guys. I'm going home. Yeah, just not my thing. But hey, it's okay. It's okay.
Well, I mean, we got a movie for next week. We didn't talk about any food items.
It's funny. I was just thinking about that, because like last night we had Indian food. Sue had steak. So Haley and I, Wednesday nights we do a walk together for some reason, which is fun. She tells me about her life and gives me stuff to think about for Sunday's show. How can I embarrass you?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we got Indian food, and that was really, really good, because we have this place that makes really good Indian food. But I was trying to think about, like, what did we do Saturday? Because Saturday is our big day, and apparently it wasn't that big, because I cannot think of what we did for the life of me. we did go to the Cheesecake Factory on Saturday night. I think we went Saturday night, Friday or Saturday night. I went to the Cheesecake Factory, and I wanted so they have a turkey avocado bacon sandwich.
Yeah.
That's all I wanted. I really wasn't like, I don't want anything heavy. I just wanted this sandwich. And the guy comes back out. He's like, yeah, we're out of that sandwich. I'm like, how are you out of a sandwich? Like, could you be more specific? And
we're out of turkey. We're out of avocado.
Yeah. And it was from the lighter options. So he brought me the regular menu. And I'm just looking at him going, you're stupid. And so... so then I ended up getting this shrimp and pasta dish off the lighter section, and I took like one bite of the shrimp, and I was like, and Sue got the same thing, and I took a bite of I ate one shrimp, and I was like, these shrimp suck, and I said to Sue, I said, hey, do you want my shrimp? And she's like, well, you're not gonna eat them. That's why I'm asking you if you want them. It's usually how it goes. Yeah. She's I'm like, no, I'm not going to eat them. They're no. And so I just had the pasta, and I was like, this is cool. Penny, angel hair pasta is the best. So it was really not a fun trip but the cool part was we had the kids.
Yeah.
So, we got to play with the kids and got to run through the mall and and do all that fun shit. So that was the best part of it. I could care less about the food. But
Did I tell you my food story of they're out of it?
oh,
Okay, so this one was a while back when we went to New Orleans last year. I told Cassie, like, my buddy from work said, hey, this certain bakery, excuse me, on Bourbon Street, they have a sandwich called a muffalata, which is the famous sandwich in New Orleans. You got to try it. Everything on Bourbon Street is packed. So we walk all the way down there to get to it. Stand in line. Get up about 3 people deep. This person goes up, turns around. Next person goes up, turns around. And then finally, the third person in front of me, we were next, turned around, was like, yeah, they're out of muffalatas. Are you kidding me? We walked all the way from the one end to the other, then stood in line, and now they're out. Just out of muffalatas. They're not out of olives, not out of ham. I don't know the reason. They're just out of the sandwich. That's it.
Yeah.
I felt like the guy from The Office with the stapler.
Mm-hmm.
I'll burn this place to the ground.
Oh, yeah. Oh, for sure. I wasn't going to do that. I wasn't that upset. If they would just told me they were out of turkey, then I would just said, make me the sandwich without the turkey.
Right.
Then it's just a BLT with avocado, and I'm fine with that.
He was just telling you don't make the sandwich.
He was like, no, we can't make the sandwich.
We're not going to make the sandwich.
I mean, why is this so hard? But
yeah.
Okay. It was, people are strange. It's okay. So that's fine. No big deal. Yeah, dude, what did we do Saturday? That is funny. Yeah, it's just a black hole. It wasn't that good, apparently.
Yeah, we started off the day. I can't remember what we did in the beginning of the day, but we went to the swimming hole.
Yeah, we did.
Got back from that, and then we went to that show and died sweating for an hour. If we were in the 80s, it would have been perfect, but
yeah. Well, this ain't the 80s time of the year.
No, it was not a good time.
I remember what we did.
What'd you do?
So there's this sushi bar here called Saki, and you just pay like $26 a person, and you order whatever you want from the menu. But the deal is you have to eat it. So you can't order like 6 rolls and like be like, I didn't finish it. Because they charge you for each piece you didn't finish.
That's smart.
Yeah. So, it was like, so I ended up getting a roll at the end that I just couldn't eat because I thought it was disgusting, but I was like, oh, God. So I ended up like killing myself to eat it. It was not good. But the food was great. So it was really good. They had other things too. Like they have other style stuff, other Chinese/Japanese food. And they had French fries. So
yeah, gotta have something for kids.
Well, yeah, or guys that really like crinkle cut French fries. Which I'm that guy. So
you might be the only guy that got the French fries. No, there's another guy, but you're one of the few guys that gets French fries at the sushi place.
They were good too, man. Fresh made. I mean, they made them right. It was like, wow, you guys just made these. Wow, this is good job. Like,
honestly, I would get the fries at the sushi place because I don't really care for sushi. So
well, they had other food too. So I mean, it was like they had lots. Like they had a ton of other food, but it was all made to order. So instead of a buffet, it was like a buffet, but they brought you the plates of food. So it was pretty cool. I mean, it was good. It was good. I don't think I ate my $26 worth just because sushi is so expensive.
Mm-hmm.
But in the grand scheme of things, no, I did not get my money's worth. But I felt like death when I left, so I will never. I have no desire to go back.
Yeah,
because I felt miserable when I left.
Did they
hate feeling that way?
Did they give you the salad with the ginger dressing?
You could have gotten that, but I did not because
that's the best, man.
Yeah, I was not going for that. I was going for all the other stuff. Because I just want, the nice thing is they bring you like small plates. So it's not like you're getting this giant plate of stuff. So it was like, they had awesome sweet and sour chicken. I mean, I was like, wow, this is really good sweet and sour chicken. So, but, I'm not a big buffet guy because I just don't get my money's worth.
Yeah.
It's like I'm not gonna eat $26 worth of food.
And what I do is when when I do get buffet, I'm just like I'm only getting the expensive stuff
Right.
instead of getting what I want.
Right.
I'm like, oh well, I'm gonna get the steak, I'm gonna get the bourbon chicken, or I'm getting all the proteins that I know are expensive.
Right. Yeah. See, and I just it's not me.
Yeah, sometimes it's worth it just to pay the $20 or $30 to get exactly what you want.
Yeah. Well, that's just it. I would much rather just sit down and order food.
Yeah.
Except for on the Disney cruise, I wouldn't want to do that. But we are going on another Disney cruise, so.
Oh man, what
we're going on
wintertime cruise?
So we're going on a Christmas cruise
to South, I'm assuming.
Yeah, so it's like it's just a 3-day cruise, so it's like
okay,
Cape Kennedy or Cape Canaveral to Bahamas to their island and their island back. So just the reason why we're going is because it's a Christmas cruise and all the Disney characters are dressed in their Christmas outfits and they decorate the ship. And so like that's just like that being Haley's like prime time holiday of matter, because we start Christmas in November.
Christmas is the best holiday. No disputing it.
Yeah. So I was like, I could buy you guys presents or we could do this, I said, so don't feel bad if you don't get anything under the tree. Just enjoy this moment.
And you won't be a rookie this time. You'll get a little. What do you get on your bag?
I will get I think I get my silver lanyard.
Okay,
so this will be my second trip. So hey, Sue gets her gold, and then Haley's still silver. So Haley's next trip after this, she'll be gold. So the girls, because they have one trip between them.
Yeah.
So
what's the goal for them? Are they going platinum, diamond? What?
Oh, I mean the goal is to just as far as you can go. So
to the top.
The funny part is Amy, the girl that went with us before on this big trip, she's going the weekend before us, and because she's going with a friend of hers that the girls don't want to go with because they've been on I shouldn't say. Well, I'm sure they don't watch this, but they're going with somebody that they don't want to go with on the cruise.
Not a good time. Yeah.
Yeah, and so Amy's like, when are you guys going? We're like, we're going next weekend. She's like, hold on. Oh, I'm going with you. So she's going 2 weekends in a row because she's trying to get Pearl status.
Oh, okay.
And so, these little trips like this, they count just as much as a big trip. But, because she's already platinum. And so then they had to come up with something after platinum, which is Pearl. And so she's trying to get to Pearl. Because she's one of those people that if there's a something to hit, she wants to have it.
Yeah.
She's got all her hotel points, she's got all her mileage points, and she's that person. And I'm like, I can respect that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm no different, but I'm also not going to go on 12 cruises or 24 cruises or whatever the hell it is to get that. I mean,
I might. I've only been on one, so I don't know. At this point, I love cruising. Let's see after I've done one or two more how I feel.
And that's kind of where I'm at on this. I want to do this little short cruise and see what that's like, because I mean I had a blast. Like that was a lot of fun and it was great. I enjoyed it, and I mean I don't want to do that cruise ever again. But I'll see what else there is to offer. But I see to me, like the Bahamas and the islands and shit.
Yeah, you don't like the beach anyway. So
no. So I mean, December seems like a really good time to do this because it's a hit or miss as far as like it should be nice.
Yeah.
But it should be nice and it shouldn't be 120.
Right.
Which is cool because I can deal with that. But that's what this was so nice about this is the weather was just amazing. It's like, I mean, like right now you go outside and it's 100 degrees outside and you're like we had to work outside today. I wanted to kill somebody. I was like, this sucks ass.
Yeah.
So either way, a homework assignment is we are going to watch, and his name is Adam something.
Yeah.
Either way.
Yeah.
We're going to watch 65 on Netflix. That's the show. That's the movie. We'll talk about it next week. If you want to go watch The Flash, grab your popcorn, grab a pizza, sit back, relax. And if you're an old school Michael Keaton fan, you will be happy because it's very rewarding in that regards. It's just a page, you know.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Watch it once. Wait till it's cheap to rent. Don't get it at $20.
Definitely want to wait till it's free on
Or
HBO.
free. Yeah, free. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely wait till it's free on HBO. Like Transformers is free now on.
Yeah, the day after we rented it.
Yeah, motherfuckers. Oh well, it happens. It happens.
It does happen.
Thank you guys for watching. You guys have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week.
See you next week.